Welcome to part 4 of the 1982 Pontiac Firebird build-up. Made some pretty good progress on this now. The interior has all been put together. So we've got the seats in there. We've also got the center console in there with the gear stick and also the handbrake. So that's looking quite good. Pretty happy with the progress on that. This is the dashboard. So you can see there, we've done some dry brushing on the dials, etc. Used the titanium gold for that. We also dry brushed the Pontiac emblem there, and then the vents, the air vents, they've been painted in the semi-gloss black as well. The steering wheel has got the titanium gold in the center, followed by the monotone chrome in the for the spokes. So that's looking good. This actually gets attached to the main body, which is kind of bizarre. You don't attach that to the interior. If we just take a look at the instructions, it's the first time I've seen this actually, and it's quite weird. But yeah, if you look at that instruction there, it's just a bit weird that you attach that to the body of the car before you put the interior in. It's a bit weird, really. But we've got those bits done. We've also got the engine painted and partially assembled. The blue there is almost the Pontiac blue, but not quite. It's a little bit out, but not to worry too much. We've got all of these parts painted as well. They just need to be dealt with. These two parts that actually fit on top of the engine, the colour callouts for those is orange, and I didn't like that, so I painted those in the semi-gloss black. We've got the manifolds there, the exhaust manifolds there. They've been painted in dark iron, and they give them a kind of a ceramic coated look to them, which is pretty cool. The radiator, we've got all of the internal bits painted with the silver. The edging is just going to be done in the semi-gloss black as well. Haven't touched the wing mirrors just yet on that. We started work on the exhaust. That's been done in the titanium silver. And then we've got a few other little bits and pieces there that have been painted and just waiting for them to dry off. Let's get that back up there before it falls off. We've also got another part of the exhaust there painted in the titanium silver. And then we've also got the rear diff and axle painted as well, so that's good. We've also got quite a few of the other sort of suspension-y parts and whatnot done as well, so they're all kind of done in the semi-gloss black as well. So it's not looking too bad at the moment. We're quite happy with the progress on this. The subframe has been painted also in the semi-gloss, just to kind of give it that powder look, powder coated effect. Same with these two parts down here as well, and also this part there and that part there, the fuel tank and whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a bit of weight or something, I don't know. It's weird, whatever it is. See those but on a few cars, but never really understood what they were for. And then we've got a few more little bits painted, ready to go in there as well. So it's coming along quite nicely. It's not going to take too much longer to do this. I mean, once I've got the chassis assembled and all of the bits and pieces are on the chassis, etc., I'll then turn my attention to sanding down the bodywork again, just giving that a good sort of 3000 wet and dry grit sandpaper. I'm actually thinking, to be fair, because I think I've already showed you the how well the decals didn't come out. I'm actually thinking about seeing if I can actually remove those completely so I might end up spraying it again. I'm not sure though, just leave it for the minute and I'll make my mind up at the end of it. But that's kind of where we are at the moment on this. So as soon as I've made some more progress, I will come back to you. Started to do some work on the chassis for the Firebird. We've got the front suspension in and the sway bars. We've got the rear, we've got the axle in and the anti-sway bar and some of the other suspension parts as well. So they're in. The engine itself is coming along quite nicely. We've got the exhaust headers in there and whatnot. So that's looking pretty good. I don't think there's anything else. Oh no, we got the pulley system, etc. To go on the front of that. So that's still needs a little bit of work done to it. I've also gone ahead and done the radiator and surround sub-assembly, just to get that done and out of the way. So that's about it really on that. We've just got a few more little bits and pieces to do before we can get the engine mounted with the prop shaft, and then as soon as that's in, I'll be able to get the rest of the exhaust components in as well. So as soon as I've made some more progress on this wee beastie, I shall come back to you. Now we've got all the chassis together. The engine is well, in the engine bay, I suppose, in the subframe, looking pretty good. That's spit tape just holding down the muffler there. I had a bit of a problem with the exhaust system as well. I had to cut it there, so to actually get it to fit into the exhaust manifold, so I just need to kind of go in there with a little bit of acrylic putty and just tidy that bit up. But that's looking pretty good at the moment. Happy with the way that that's come along. Just doing some work now on the body. The sun visors have both been put in, which they call for now. We've also got both of the door cards. Whoa, nearly dropped it then. Got both of the door cards in for the doors. So they're looking quite good now. Happy with that. And what I've also done is I've sprayed the bottom and the side of the interior there, or the bottom of the interior, because you'll be able to see that through that bit there. So I just wanted to get that looking nice and black and shiny to keep in with those bits. So we're getting along now. I mean, I'm on step, what is it? I am now on step number 21, which involves putting the doors in and also the rear window. So there's not much to go really. So we're on step 21 and there is only 30, yeah, it's up to step 34 we got to go to. So we're not doing too badly on this actually. Hopefully we should be able to get most of this finished pretty soon. So I will come back to you as soon as I've got some more progress on this wee beastie. Working on trying to get some of the doors in. We've got the window or the rear windscreen in. That's not a perfect fit, which doesn't surprise me, to be quite honest, from an MPC kit. I'm currently working on trying to get the doors in, and we are actually struggling with these, and we are going to have those kind of 80s panel gaps going on. So I guess when MPC say that you get the authentic detailing on the kit, I guess that's what they mean, because yeah, the panel gaps are terrible. One of the things that we've been struggling with is basically with the door hinge system that they've got on, which doesn't really make too much sense. I mean, this door's upside down at the moment, but for instance, that's meant to go on that way there, which should encapsulate these two end parts here, and the whole of the back of this that's shaped to the side of the vehicle doesn't actually fit flush with the body at all on the inside. it's just barely this part at the top here and this part of the bottom that sits flush with the inside of the vehicle. The other thing that I have noticed as well is that if we look at this door, let's see if we can get a good proper shot of this. Yeah, you can see that you've got a point coming out, and that actually goes way past the door. I don't know whether we can get a better shot of it that way, just to show you. Yes, you can. There you go. So you can see how far that sits out from the door. So I've had to modify those by cutting those down, because when you've got the door closed, you can't open it. Or if you put the door in position as it should be, because of that lip, you can't then open the door. If you've got the door open when you put the door on, you can't close it because it catches on the outside. So you've got no choice but to really sort of cut that down so it's just flush with the door itself, which is what I've done to the first one, and something that I'm going to need to do to the second one. So it's a lot of fart-arsing about really to try and get those doors in. Panel wraps, as I say, aren't great, but they're about as good as I can actually get them, to be fair, for a kit. I mean, really, to be fair, you know, the price of these kits, they're not that cheap for a 1/16 scale vehicle. They should at least make sure that, you know, the parts that they're going to put in them work properly, and they should also make sure that, you know, the parts actually fit properly. So this is one of the most frustrating things about this car, I think, is the fact that nothing really fits, and you've got to fight to get everything to fit, and that kind of takes the enjoyment out of building the car, really, which is a shame, because it's, apart from that, it's a nice car to build. You know, being an 82 Pontiac, it's a nice car to build, so it's a shame that it's let down by the engineering of the kit itself. I think MPC have got a lot to answer for, really, especially in this day and age with the technology that we have that can get these kind of moulds down to the nearest sort of half a millimetre, really, or tenth of a millimetre or whatever. You know, I think they've got a lot to answer to, really, for this kind of thing. It is really basically shoddy craftsmanship on their side of it, but you know, I guess that's what you get, and then they charge you the earth for the kit in the first place. This is, I suppose, one of the reasons why I never buy these kits at full price, because at the end of the day I don't feel that it's worth buying these kits at full price, because it just isn't worth it with the kind of crap that you have to put up with from these kits. But anyway, that's enough of my little ranting and raving session there. I'm just going to continue trying to get this door in, see how well we go with that. Once we've got that door in, hopefully we should then be able to start getting some of the other bits and pieces done to it. I mean, we're not really that far away from completion on this kit. But yeah, that's about it for the moment, guys. So I shall come back to you as soon as I made some more progress on this.